Welcome, electronic video guests, to the outer limits of the trading card hobby TTM. Through the mail, we seek to have the famous and the infamous sign the trading cards and photographs we send to them through the mail. Today we have 8 such specimens to examine. 8 trading card autograph request return specimens to examine. And we will be examining these specimens in minute detail. So if you like seeing envelopes being cut open, you've come to the right place. Sit back, relax, get ready to enjoy the fun. Presented to you from the worldwide YouTube video airfill. How about that? We got us. What is this? A day after Christmas TTM special? How about that? Can you believe that? I hope you all had a fantastic Christmas. We know a lot of Christmas festivities have kind of degenerated into just a lot of materialism and a wish list on Amazon and a bunch of crap you hope somebody bought you. If that's what your Christmas is, well, I guess I hope you got the crap you wanted. If you're a little spiritual minded, hopefully you were able to see through all the lying vanities of the world onto the hope for glory. A Savior unto you is born. We're going to do some TTMs on this first day after Christmas. We got a nice Christmas gift when our Detroit Lions won their first division title in 30 years. They beat the Vikings to claim the NFC North. Congratulations to Dan Campbell, Brad Holmes, Jared Goff, Jahmyr Gibbs, Sam Laporta, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Aiden Hutchinson, all the Detroit Lions. They made everybody in Southeast Michigan very happy. And of course, what about 1 week from today or something like that, 6 days something, we got our Michigan Wolverines in the college football playoff against the Alabama Menstrual Tide. That is going to be some kind of football game. From what I understand, from reading on the internets, and I guess that information is accurate, you've got to believe everything on the internets, 85% of the money being gambled on that Rose Bowl is being bet on Alabama to win the game. Of course, if you've seen Michigan in the last 2 college football playoffs, I guess you can understand why everybody's betting on Alabama. They're saying, hey, Michigan, let me see you do it first before I risk my hard-earned money on you. So I completely understand why people are betting on Alabama. What gets me is some of the so-called talking heads on the sports, the expert talking heads giving their reasons why they think Alabama's going to win. One of the most tired and unbelievable is this: Alabama is so improved since the beginning of the season. I just don't see that. I saw them against Auburn, and they really didn't look like much of a team. And to be quite honest, I was not overly impressed by their performance against Georgia either. And one of the other things that Alabama dominated the line of scrimmage against Georgia. Did you see them pushing that Georgia defensive line 4 or 5 yards off the ball? Well, no, actually I watched the game. I didn't see that. I don't even think Alabama averaged 3 yards per carry on their rushing attack. They gave up 4 sacks, so I didn't really see them dominating Georgia's defensive line. They won the game, but like I said, I wasn't really that impressed. I don't think that was Georgia's A game. Not to take anything from Alabama, they won the game fair and square, but wasn't really that impressed. Like I say, I can see people betting on Alabama just because they have a low opinion of Michigan after the last 2 playoffs. And also the fact that the Big Ten is certainly not a good conference beyond Michigan, Iowa, maybe Ohio, maybe Penn State. There really aren't any. The rest of the teams are just horrible. They don't even have. I'm sure there's a high school quarterbacks much better than most of the quarterbacks who started in the Big Ten. Horrible year. Some of the quarterbacks that started in the Big Ten, you just cannot believe it. I mean, there's probably girls 7-on-7 teams that have better quarterbacks than what some of these Big Ten teams threw out there. But anyway, like I said, I can understand why people are betting on Alabama. I don't buy the reasons that I didn't see that Alabama so much improved or turned into such a juggernaut, or like they manhandled Georgia. I mean, their offense did not light up Georgia by any means. I think their one scoring drive in the third quarter, they gained 1 yard on the drive. They recovered a fumble and gained a yard. That's how they scored. So they did not. The truth is, they did not push Georgia's defensive line all over the field. But bet on Alabama, I can see that because of Michigan's terrible playoff performances. But I'm picking Michigan to beat the Menstrual Triad. I think they're a better team. I think the only way they lose is if Milroe, the Alabama quarterback, beats them by running the ball, and the Michigan defense chokes again like they did last year against TCU. If Michigan defense plays even at the level they did against Ohio State, just a decent performance, holding the other team down, I think Michigan will win the game. If the defense collapses, they let Milroe run through them, then that's the only way I see Alabama winning. Otherwise, I'm picking Michigan to win this game. All right, one more thing before we get to our TTMs. I got to give a big shout-out to Mr. J. Pylon. Here's his info. You know him. If you know anything about TTMs, this guy is the biggest booster of the TTM community. He does so much for everybody who does these TTMs and the videos and all that. There's his YouTube address. There he is on Twitter. Look what I got in the mail, a beautiful Christmas card from J. Pylon. Look at that beautiful card. That's the nicest card I got in the holiday season. Inside the card was stuffed with some stocking stuffers. Just look at this beautiful Christmas card. Look at that nice handwriting and autograph from J. Pylon. He got a beautiful verse, John 3:3 there. Outstanding. Thank you, Mr. Pylon. Look at these stocking stuffers. This beautiful custom Nolan Ryan rookie card. Is that fantastic or what? Then he sent me a sweet Stump Mitchell card. I try to get Stump to sign this one for me. Let me show you a couple other things. He got a beautiful Bruce look card. That is outstanding. I'm going to try to get that one signed also. And he sent me this big old Willie Wilson Donruss card. That is a beautiful one. Then 2 autograph cards. Check out that sweet rated rookie from Mr. Pat Combs, a Christian. I hate to call Pat Combs a Christian because most of the people in America who call themselves Christian, I don't think they know a thing about the gospel. Pat Combs, I think, does. I think it's better to start calling people either Christians who are like political people. That's kind of like Republican people who just claim Christianity as some sort of political doctrine. And then you got the real people like Pat Combs. They call them Jesus people. Real Jesus people. Pat Combs, I would call him a real Jesus person. Thank you, Mr. Pylon, for this great autograph card from him. And then look at this sweet Kelly Gruber autograph card. That is a beauty. Is that outstanding or what? J. Pylon, you really hooked me up. Thank you for that beautiful Christmas card. I appreciate all the stocking stuffers. You are the #1 guy promoting and doing everything you can to get this TTM community into a good spot. There's all the info again from Mr. J. Pylon. Thank you, sir. All right, let's get started with some TTMs. Let me put this up before we bust open the first one. It's a subliminal message. Of course, you're going to obey. I know you're going to obey that subliminal message. It doesn't say eat ice cream. Just to let that sink into your brain and follow your orders there. But let's get our first TTM going. 10 minutes into a TTM video, we still haven't had a TTM. Here is TTM number 1. This one's coming to us all the way from Medford, Oregon. Can you believe that? What do we got coming to us from Medford, Oregon? Let's take a look. We got one of our custom art cards. Oh, check that out. That is a real Hollywood legend. Look at that beautiful autograph from a Hollywood legend, Miss Kim Novak. She is now 90 years young. Her first big early role was in this 1955 film, The Man with the Golden Arm. She played the ex-girlfriend of the main character, Frank Sinatra. She became a huge star and is most famous for her role in Alfred Hitchcock's 1958 classic Vertigo. She showcased her talent in a variety of genres, from romantic dramas like Picnic to comedies such as Bell, Book, and Candle. She also briefly dated Wilt Chamberlain, if you can imagine that. Kim Novak, one of the great Hollywood legends, star of Vertigo. Thank you for signing this custom art card. That is a beauty. Hollywood legend Kim Novak. Look at that beautiful signature. 90 years young. I really appreciate that. All right, what do we got next? This one coming to us from Oakland, California. Look at that. And I'll tell you by the back of this, from the Well Church in Oakland, California. I know who this is. We just want to see if it's signed. Coming to us from the Well Church in Oakland, California. Looks like we got our note stuffed in there. Uh-oh, we lost our auxiliary lighting there. Let me get that back up here so you can see this stuff. If I can pull this thing is wedged in here. I'm going to have to cut this out. Hope I don't damage the car. Whatever it is stuck in there. Let me show you what you got in here. From Oakland, California, trying to tear this envelope out. It actually got sealed to the envelope. All right, what do we got? Got a note back. Oh, look at that. Check this out. Let me show you something. We got an unsigned card from Mr. Napoleon Kaufman. And let me see, I sent $10. I got me a $10 bill because the Well Church is his church. So I said, you know what? I'm going to send him a $10 donation. See if he'd sign this card. He did not. Let's see what the note says. Oh, how about that? Well, it says, thank you for your letter. Pastor Napoleon is not autographing anything at this time. Blessings to you. Erica Hazen, assistant to pastor. Well, at least they sent the money. They could have kept the money. I said in the notice a donation to the church, but hey, he could have kept the $10 and just sent the card back. I would have been fine just donating, but they sent the money and the card back. I guess that's a failure. I don't know, but anyway, I hope blessings upon his church. I hope he's all right, and I hope his assistant there, Miss Eric, is doing all right. Thank you for sending everything back so safely. All right, so there you go. That's what happens in the TTM game. Sometimes you're the windshield, sometimes you're the bug, sometimes you're a little bit of both. All right, check this one out. We know who this one is also. Elaine DuPont. Wonder if she signed our custom art card. Do you remember that name? From the 1950s. Probably most of you weren't even born. I wasn't even born in the 1950s, but I do remember Miss Elaine DuPont from my youth. Let's see if she signed the card. Oh, yeah, check that out. Look at that beautiful picture we have on that custom art card. She signed that. She put my name. Best wishes, Elaine DuPont. Look at that gorgeous picture. Elaine DuPont. She's also now 90 years young. Can you believe that? 1950s pinup girl, movie actress, B-movie actress. She had some uncredited roles in a couple Elvis movies and also in the movie I Was a Teenage Werewolf. She's most well known for her starring role in this what year is this? 1965 bikini exploitation driving classic, The Beach Girls and the Monster. She also starred in a lot of Ozzie and Harriet episodes. She's now what we call a MAGA person, a devoted follower of Donald Trump. But we won't hold that against her. Miss Elaine DuPont, 1950s pinup girl and B-movie actress. Thank you so much. 90 years young, signing that custom art card. We really appreciate that. Thank you, Miss DuPont. All right, that's two good ones, and we do have $10 back. All right. What do we got next? This is coming to us from Memphis, Tennessee. What do we got coming to us from Memphis, Tennessee? All right, let's see what we got from Memphis, Tennessee. Oh, that is a beautiful, that was what, a 1978-79 Topps card, I do believe. Beautifully signed by Lionel Hollins. Thank you, sir. First round pick in 1975 by Portland out of Arizona State. He was the point guard on that great 1977 Trailblazers NBA title team with Bill Walton. Played 10 years in the NBA, averaged 11.6 points and 4.5 assists per game. After his playing days, he got into did some coaching with Memphis, got them to the conference finals in 2013. He's currently an assistant coach with the Houston Rockets. Mr. Lionel Hollins, thank you, sir. Appreciate you signing that. Look at that beautiful old Topps card, would you? That is a beauty. That is a 1978-79 Topps card. Lionel's highest scoring NBA game was 43 points. Look at that beautiful card. Thank you, Mr. Lionel Hollins. Really appreciate that. All right, what do we got? About 4 more of these to go. This one here is coming to us from Grand Rapids, Michigan, on the shores of Lake Michigan. What do we got from Grand Rapids? Who knows what this one is? Oh, here we got a fella who's going to be watching that Michigan game, I guarantee you. He will be in front of his TV if he's not out there at the Rose Bowl. Mr. Paul Seymour, Michigan Wolverine legend. Look at that. Signing his 1974 Topps card. Topps rookie card, I do believe. Yes, sir. He's now 73 years old. Paul Seymour, thank you. Look at that beautiful old Topps rookie card. That is a beauty. Paul Seymour. Great old player at Michigan in the late 60s and early 70s. He switched positions every year. Started out as a split end, moved to tight end in his senior season, played tackle, and made All-American. Can you believe that? What a career he had. First round pick by the Bills in 1973. They moved him back to tight end. He played 5 years for the Bills before injuries ended his career. Caught 62 passes for 818 yards, 13.2 yards per catch, and 3 touchdowns. Paul Seymour, Michigan Wolverine legend, thank you for signing your 1974 Topps card. He'll be watching that Rose Bowl. He'll be pulling for Michigan to beat the Alabama Menstrual Tide. Paul Seymour. All right, 3 to go. This one's coming to us from some place called Charlotte, NC, or Charlotte, somewhere. Never heard of the place. Somewhere down in NC. Never heard of it. Let's see who this is. Who could this be? Oh, another beautiful 78-79 Topps card. How about that? Couple basketball today. Mitch Kupchak. How about that? North Carolina basketball legend. Look at that beautiful old card. Look at Mitch Kupchak. Beautiful. Look at the back of that card. That is a sweet card. Mitch's highest scoring game, 32 points. Mitch Kupchak. Check that out. 69 years old. He did a lot of winning in his basketball career as a player and executive. Atlantic Coast Conference Player of the Year in 1976 for the Tar Heels. A member of the United States of America 1976 gold medal winning Olympic team. First round pick by Washington in 1976. Played on 3 NBA title teams, one with the Bullets, 2 with the Lakers, and as an executive with the Lakers, 7 more NBA title teams. For his career, he averaged 10.2 points and 5.4 rebounds per game. Basketball winner, Mitch Kupchak. Thank you, sir, for signing that 1978-79 Topps card. That is a beauty. He won a lot on every level in basketball. Thank you, Mr. Kupchak. All right, we got us 2 more to go. This day after Christmas. This one here is coming to us from North Houston, Texas. Let's see what we got from North Houston. North Houston, Texas. A 1997 scorecard signed beautifully. Look at that great signature, Kimball Anders. Thank you, sir. 57 years old. Undrafted free agent out of the University of Houston. Played 10 years for the Chiefs, 6 as their starting fullback. For his career, 2,261 rushing yards, 4.6 yards per carry, and 9 touchdowns. 2,829 receiving yards with 9 receiving touchdowns. Kimball Anders, look at that beautiful old score football card, 1997. Thank you, sir. We're now down to our last TTM. This one got chewed up in the mail. I don't know how it came to me all survived. It's ripped up at the top. It could have fell out. Look how open this thing was. It's coming to us. What does that say? Suburban, Illinois. Let's cut it open and see. Let's cut open what remains of the envelope and see. Taking out this card, and look at that. Beautiful 1992 Pro Set card signed by Hall of Famer hockey legend Chris Chelios. Look at that beautiful Pro Set hockey card. This guy is a true hockey legend, one of the best hockey players. Look at that. That is a beautiful card. Chris Chelios, 61 years old, one of the greatest American hockey players of all time, one of the most hated hockey players of all time. Hall of Fame defenseman, 3-time Stanley Cup champion with the Montreal Canadiens, Chicago Blackhawks, and Detroit Red Wings. 3-time Norris Trophy winner, 11-time All-Star. Led the National Hockey League in plus-minus in 2002, both during the regular season and playoffs, at age 37. Most games played all time by defensemen. Most games played by anybody in the playoffs. Like I said, he's one of those guys that the opponents hated but his own teammates loved. Hall of Famer Chris Chelios. This is one of our best returns. Thank you, sir. Really appreciate that. That is a great way to end it. We started out with a Hollywood legend, Miss Kim Novak. Ended up with a hockey legend, Chris Chelios. We got our $10 tithe back from Napoleon Kaufman. He could have kept the money. He sent it back. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. His assistant, Miss Erica. All right, that's our TTMs. We'll be back in a few days with some more stuff. Maybe we'll open some cards in a few days. I got a couple boxes of cards as Christmas presents. Might bust those open. Now, if you need to do some after Christmas shopping, maybe you got you an Amazon gift card for Christmas. What are you going to do with that $25 Amazon gift card? Head over to Amazon. Type in this author's name here. That's your narrator. Type in that book title in the search bar. This will come up. Why don't you spend your Amazon gift card on that if you like quality fiction? If you want to read a book that examines what the nature of human experience is and what we should do with our lives here, if you question your place on this earth and the kind of life that most people live, and things have been a little rough for you, a little disappointed, you don't like really how this world operating system is organized, you wonder if there's any way out. You have questions about your own behavior and how you reacted to your time here. If you're a big boy, though, if you're a big boy or a big girl in a big tranny and you're not easily offended, you'd like this book, an honest look at human existence and all its often grimy and rough details. If you don't mind really getting down into the gutter a human existence, you might like this book. Like I said, if you're easily offended, stay away. Otherwise, this is a great way to use your Amazon gift card. Alright, is there anything else we got to do? Let me once again thank Mr. J. Pylon. Really appreciate that Christmas card and those stocking stuffers you put in there. Great guy. Get over at his channel. He does a lot for the TTM community. Like I said, I'll be back, God willing, in a couple days with some more. Until then, remember, enjoy the rest of your life, and go blue. Beat that menstrual tide in the Rose Bowl. Let's get to the CFB title game. It's been since 1997 we've won it all. Let's get it this year before Jim Harbaugh runs off to the NFL. All right. Talk to y'all later.